Welcome to the Lone Star Ladies.
I'm Sherry Rose, Precinct Chair for 2091 in Plano.
Darlene Howell, 2098 Carrollton.
Brandy Kennedy, Precinct 2097 in Carrollton.
And as you know, we're a grassroots educational series on Texas Republican politics and current events with a touch of Texas flair. Remember, the opinions we express are our own. We hope you will like and subscribe to our podcast.
Sherry, you want to tell us what's upcoming?
Sure. I really thought we would be just covered up with debates and candidate forums, but I really couldn't find any that were nearby. So hopefully by next week. But on Thursday, January 15th, the Collin County Conservative Republicans are having a county judge, commissioners, and HD 70 forum and debate. That's at the Holiday Inn Suites on Craig Drive in McKinney, Texas. We have a big race coming up in Plano this month. Conservative candidate Colleen Aguilera Epstein is running against Shun Thomas for City Council Place 7 to replace the seat vacated by Julie Homer. So those elections are early voting, starts on January 14th. It's weird. You need to check your calendars because January 14th through the 27th, but there are days in there where they don't have it, which I've really never seen that before. I don't know if it's because it's a special election and it's so expensive, but like it'll run for 3 days and then they take 2 days off and then it'll run for 5 days. And it's weird.
That is odd.
So either go to votedenton.gov or to collincountytext.gov to look up where to vote, when to vote, make sure the polling place is open when you go. But please, please, please go vote. So again, early voting starts January 14th, which is next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but the following Wednesday. Runs through January 27th, with the election being on Saturday, January 31st. Also, the primary is starting early voting. It's February 17th through the 27th, and election day is March 31st. VoteDenton.gov does not have all of their polling locations or anything posted yet, but I just want to kind of let you know what the dates were.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Great, thank you. Today we're going to talk about the role of the Attorney General of Texas. The Texas Attorney General serves as the state's chief legal officer, acting as the lawyer for the state of Texas under the Texas Constitution. Their responsibilities span legal representation, enforcement, and advisory roles across various state matters. Arguably, the Texas AG runs the largest law firm in the country with approximately 4,000 employees.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, which means you better have somebody who's really on top of their game.
Yes.
I would not want that job.
Yes.
Okay, there are numerous divisions of the Texas AG's office. It's divided into, let's see here, there's about 7 or 8 divisions. They're all responsible for different areas of the law and legal functions, and they all work together to ensure the protection of Texans' rights and the enforcement of state laws. There's the General Counsel Division, which provides legal advice and representation to state agencies and officials. The Child Support Division, which enforces child support laws and serves as the state's child support enforcement agency. Open Records Division handles requests for public records and ensures compliance with laws. The State Criminal Justice Division includes divisions for bankruptcy, Medicaid fraud, antitrust, consumer protection, and tax litigation.
Jeez.
I don't know how they do all. No wonder they need 4,000 employees.
Yes.
The Law Enforcement Division conducts criminal investigations and apprehensions, including cyber crimes and human trafficking. And the Solicitor General Office is the top appellate lawyer in the Office of the Texas Attorney General.
And the appellate lawyer means they review lower court decisions for legal errors, but no evidence is ever heard.
Yeah, I've heard that word many times, but I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
The key responsibilities of the AG: legal representation. The Attorney General represents the state of Texas in all legal matters, including civil litigation and appeals. This includes defending the constitutionality of state laws and representing the state in lawsuits, as well as defending challenges to state laws and suits against both state agencies and individual employees, also defending the laws and the Constitution of the state of Texas. In November 2025, Ken Paxton sued school districts for not displaying donated, not Texas given, but donated 10 commandment posters as required by Senate Bill 10, citing state law and moral education. The case is ongoing in the U.S. Fifth Court of Appeals.
I love Ken Paxton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
me too.
he's done a lot of good things.
Yes, he has.
The redistricting maps as well. Paxton appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, obtaining a stay from Justice Alito that permits Texas GOP-favored congressional maps for 2026 elections amid racial gerrymandering challenges. This was a huge thing last year, and we were very happy that we were able to keep our maps.
Yes,
so that
yes.
was a really, really good thing.
Yes, and it's still ongoing, the case, but it's good for 2026.
Yeah, we're still able to
Yeah.
use our new maps,
Yes.
so that's always a good thing.
Yes.
Religious discrimination in housing. In November 25, Paxton sued the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs, arguing that rules banning religious activities unlawfully exclude faith-based groups from low-income and homeless programs. This is another ongoing case as well.
But that we can donate it to certain Muslim groups.
Yes, isn't it amazing what we can and cannot do?
Yes.
It's crazy. Federal HHS rules on investigations in December of 25 with support from Trump. Paxton reversed a Biden-era rule that protected providers from state investigations into abortion and gender procedures.
Thank goodness for that.
No kidding.
And another responsibility is enforcement of the laws. The AG enforces state laws, including child support enforcement, consumer protection laws, and regulations related to the public health and safety. The office prosecutes cases of consumer fraud and other violations and enforces health, safety, and consumer regulations through civil lawsuits and penalties. And an example is Paxton sued Kroger's and Albertsons and forcing them to abandon their $25 billion merger after finding it would raise grocery prices.
Mm-hmm.
How can you raise grocery prices any more than they are?
Right? Inflation.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a direct use of Texas Antitrust and Consumer Protection Authority. And this, I had no idea they did this much.
Yeah.
But we're going to go on to other duties.
Yeah. They also serve as an advisory role. The Attorney General provides legal advice to state agencies, boards, and officials. This includes issuing legal opinions when requested by the governor, heads of state agencies, and other officials as provided by Texas statutes, and serving as legal counsel to all boards and agencies of state government. So an example is in March 25, the opinion clarified that a county may use grant funds to hire an administrative assistant serving both a judge and a prosecutor, which you would think that might be a conflict of interest, but it was determined that as long as no ethical conflicts exist, this helps counties ensure compliance and reduces legal risks and probably costs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
In May 2025, Governor Abbott requested Attorney General Paxton to form an opinion on whether state agencies could decline federal funds tied to DEI and ESG requirements. The Attorney General confirmed agencies may lawfully refuse funds without violating state law or incurring liability under status like Title VI. This supports Texas's ongoing opposition to DEI-related federal mandates.
Yes, get it out of here.
I thought Trump was supposed to get rid of all those.
You know what's funny? I heard the other day, I can't remember what I was watching, but white men are now allowed to sue for bias.
Oh, I love that.
In jobs. And I can't remember who it was that said it, but they were like, yes, white men, you go out and do this because you were discriminated against.
Is that on a
for
national level?
years. National level. National level. I was like, that is exactly what
That's
we need.
great.
Because, yes, I mean, my husband, he had a hard time looking for a job because he's a middle-aged white guy.
Right.
So, some of these things are really good that we can get
Yes.
back to normal.
We
Yeah.
should get where we don't see skin color. We just
Exactly.
see qualifications.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
We did talk about child support collection. So here's another of their responsibilities. The AG is responsible for collection of court-ordered child support, ensuring that children receive the financial support they need. The Child Support Division locates parents, establishes paternity and orders, and enforces collections. Texas agency collected $5.1 billion, the nation's highest, for 1.2 million kids using tax seizures, license suspensions, and jail for non-payers. You know what's funny? I actually have watched a couple like TikToks of like child support people, and they really do go after, like, you can't get your hunting license or your fishing license because they will put it on hold. Like, you can't get it until you pay your child support.
That's wonderful. That'll bump some of these guys or girls
or women. But they actually will go after all that kind of stuff.
That's great.
Yeah. Another responsibility of the AG's office is public advocacy. The Attorney General defends Texans' rights by protecting vulnerable groups such as elderly and disabled. The office provides education on consumer protection, child safety, and elderly fraud, human trafficking, and civil issues while enforcing laws against abuse, neglect, exploitation, discrimination, and retaliation, especially in nursing homes, to uphold the civil rights and access to service. And one example is that Paxton's office started the Texas Senior Safe campaign, offering town halls, public service announcements, and free fraud alert booklets to over 500,000 seniors to raise awareness about scams targeting elderly.
That's a good idea.
We should maybe get some of those booklets and pass them out. We've all got seniors in our neighborhoods.
What do you mean?
God knows I'm not one.
Brandy's not one yet.
Not yet.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, that's funny. Paxton supported HB 2593 in September of 2025, making indecent assault against an elderly or disabled, I'm still laughing about what you said, or disabled victims a second-degree felony, and it's 2 to 20 years in prison, up to $10,000 fine. And this is really a very good thing.
I think some of these nursing homes are getting to be as bad as some of our schools.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, the next is law enforcement. The AG's Law Enforcement Division investigates public corruption, human trafficking, cybercrime, election law violations, and other major offenses. The AG has original jurisdiction over specific crimes, securities fraud, and multi-county human trafficking, but typically prosecutes cases only at a local prosecutor's request or if the local DA is disqualified or by a court appointment. So an example is in Harris County, the DA asked the AG for help, and everybody probably has already heard about this, for help with a multi-county election fraud in Houston. So Paxton's election integrity unit indicted 12 people in 2025. The Texas Senate approved a bill to intervene, but the Texas Senate and House approved a bill to allow the Texas AG to start prosecuting election crimes again without having to be referred by a county DA. And it's held up in the governor's office because he thinks it should be a constitutional amendment. Maybe it should be, but we just had 17 of them and it wasn't one of them.
It wasn't on there.
Yeah.
So that's a subject for another podcast.
Yes.
Oh, these things need to get just taken care of.
Yes.
Another thing that the AG does, approval of public bond issues. The Attorney General reviews and approves public bond issues, ensuring compliance with state laws. In July of 25, the Texas AG approved Denton City's, not Denton County, but Denton City's $254 million infrastructure bond after verifying compliance with state law. This certificate allowed bond sales, ensured taxpayer protection, and highlighted the AG's oversight of local public securities.
I still don't even understand how this got approved. Why would the city of Denton vote to have a humongous tax increase?
Because I don't think people actually read what it actually is and don't understand that it's a tax on you.
And didn't it say that it can't be stopped? Or there was some provision that, it can't be rebated.
Right. I just don't think people understand that you're actually paying for it.
I wonder if I have a mass exodus when the property tax bills come out next fall.
Oh yeah, not gonna be good.
Terrible.
Well, they're having foreclosures all across the United States. Texas is still pretty good, the real estate market,
good.
but it's hopefully
For
they
right
won't
now.
have that. Yeah. And another responsibility is the AG is sitting as an ex officio member of state committees and commissions. The Texas AG automatically sits without election or appointment as a voting member on dozens of state boards and commissions. Boy, they have a busy job. And an example is as a presiding officer of the Human Trafficking Prevention Coordination Council, Attorney General Ken Paxton led October 2025 meeting and advanced the 5-year plan by coordinating the state agency's efforts for better data sharing and victim services. That's just wonderful.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Last but not least is filing civil lawsuits. Upon a referral by other state agencies, the AG can file civil lawsuits on behalf of the state when another state agency requests it. So a recent example of this is the Texas State Securities Board referred the Epic City fraud, which is here in Plano, Texas, prompting the AG Paxton to file a civil suit in Collin County to halt the project, freeze assets, and seek penalties. The board did not classify the interests as securities, suggesting instead that consumer fraud claims were more appropriate. This is an ongoing case. They've renamed it the Meadows to make it sound a little better, but hopefully, I feel like Paxton is going to be on top of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yes, it's for the courts to decide if it's a securities case or a consumer.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, the Attorney General oversees the Crime Victims Compensation Fund, which covers expenses such as medical bills, counseling, lost wages, funeral costs for victims of violent crimes who lack resources. In 2025, the fund distributed $92 million to over 28,000 Texans, primarily from court fees rather than taxes. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. That's crazy. These duties make the office one of the most powerful in Texas government, overseeing a large team of attorneys and influencing policy through litigation and enforcement. We've had a total of 51 attorney generals in Texas. Ken Paxton has served 3 terms beginning in January of 2015. He has had considerable support among conservatives for being a fighter, and he really is a fighter.
Yes, he is a fighter. Yeah.
Go
Him
Ken
and
Paxton.
the Florida person, they've done a great job.
Yeah.
He has had significant success in federal government against Biden, in cases particularly around immigration and vaccine mandates, as well as consumer protection.
I hate to see him leave the AG's office, but we do need a change in our Senate seats.
Yes, we do. Get rid of Lawman.
Yes, and you know, you can go look at Google Ken Paxton Attorney General press releases, and you go to that site, and how many cases he did while he was in office.
A crazy amount.
He has protected the people of Texas.
And he's brought in millions of dollars suing some of these big companies.
Yes,
too.
yes.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, and so now we're going to go on to the 2026 Republican primary candidates for Texas Attorney General. So the attributes of a good Attorney General include a law degree. Professional experience includes constitutional, criminal, civil rights, and public policy. The 2026 elections for Texas Attorney General features an open seat as incumbent. Republican Ken Paxton is seeking the nomination for the U.S. Senate, as y'all just said. Yeah, against John Cornyn.
Yep.
He's been in there way too many years.
Yeah.
There's a lot in that race too, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yes. The Republican primary is set for March 3rd, as Sherry reminds us every week.
Vote, vote, vote.
Yep.
Yes.
Early voting.
With a potential runoff for May 26th, so don't go on vacation on May 26th.
Stay home.
Yeah, yes. 4 candidates have filed, all positioning themselves as conservative fighters, aligned with Paxton's aggressive legal style on issues like border security, election integrity, challenging federal overreach. And here's a brief overview on each of these candidates. And this is, we only could find 4. I think there's only 4
Yeah, I think maybe if you signed up and then
change their mind.
signed out.
Yeah.
Joan Huffman, she's a current state senator representing District 17 since 2008. She practiced law for approximately 25 years, specializing in criminal and family law, 9 of those years as the Harris County prosecutor. She holds a bachelor's from Louisiana State University and a JD from South Texas College of Law. Her campaign emphasizes upholding the rule of law, supporting law enforcement, increasing penalties for violent crimes, combating drug trafficking, and bolstering border security funding. She's seen as the moderate conservative with strong legislative chops.
Next one is Mays Middleton, serving as state senator for District 11 since 2023, after 2 terms in the Texas House. Middleton is a licensed attorney, oil company president, real estate developer, and rancher with a political science degree from Texas A&M and JD from University of Texas in Austin. A vocal Trump ally, he's campaigning on an American First platform, focusing on border security, law and order, tough on crimes policies, enforcing open records laws, and suing corporations for deceptive practices. His background blends business acumen with populist conservatism. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to say he is the only candidate, though, of these 4 that has never actually practiced law.
Yeah, he has a JD, but he hadn't practiced.
He's never practiced, so that means he's never prosecuted it.
Yeah, and this is the AG's office, yes. Aaron writes.
Good job on
I
that.
said it. The way his name spells, you want to say Ritz, but it is Wrights, and he is right.
He's going to protect your rights.
Yes, he's going to protect your right. Yeah, Aaron Wright's a former U.S. Assistant Attorney General for Legal Policy under the Trump administration, and 3 years as Deputy Attorney General for Legal Strategy under Paxton. A lot of experience.
Yeah.
And Wright is a U.S. Marine veteran who served in Afghanistan. He also worked as the chief of staff to Ted Cruz. A lot of experience. Married with 4 children. Ritz is American
Right.
first. See, I did it
I
again.
know.
Yeah. He has law and order agenda. Targets illegal immigration, cartels, and local government corruption while defending constitutional rights. Paxton has endorsed him, saying that this is the only candidate who is fully vetted, and I agree, battle-tested, proven, and ready to be Attorney General, positioning Ritz as the insider here.
Rights, he's going to protect your rights.
Right.
I did it again.
That's
Rights.
okay. Yeah. Know your rights.
As the insider heir to Paxton's tenure. And Aaron, I'm so sorry I couldn't mispronounce your last name again, and I know what it is.
Okay, let's talk about Chip Roy. The current U.S. representative for Texas's 21st district since 2019. Roy previously served 1.5 years as Texas' first assistant attorney general under Paxton. He earned his degrees from the University of Virginia and a JD from UT Austin, with early career stints as a prosecutor and advisor to politicians. He is endorsed by Ted Cruz as a close friend and ally. I'm not sure how that's going to help him when he gets into office. But anyway. Roy is strong on border security, law enforcement, and combating election fraud. As a fiscal hawk and Freedom Caucus member, he's appealing to the party's hard right wing, but faces scrutiny for leaving his congressional seat. While he has practiced for a short term as a federal prosecutor, he does not have an extensive career as a litigator. He has also publicly criticized Trump and his policies and openly campaigned for Ron DeSantis in the last primary. As a side note, Roy and Paxton have clashed significantly in the last few years, Roy calling for Paxton's resignation in 2020. While all of these candidates have significant backgrounds, most are legislators, not prosecutors.
And as Paxton is seeking higher office in 2026, his tenure as Texas Attorney General is noted for establishing a strong legacy in conservative legal action and state sovereignty. He is absolutely fantastic, and we're going to miss him when he's gone.
Yes.
The upcoming Republican primary for Texas AG will see Senators Joan Huffman, Mays Middleton, former Trump DOJ official Aaron Wrights, Paxton's choice, and U.S. Rep. Chip Roy, supported by Ted Cruz, compete to build on this record. The race highlights the GOP's focus on electing a forceful legal advocate capable of defending Texas against federal actions, with voters choosing which background best fits this influential role.
So we hope that you'll watch this video maybe a couple of times and think about it before you go to the polls.
Definitely. And thank you for watching and being here. And remember, you can follow us on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, X, Substack, and anything else.
You can also send questions, comments, ideas for new podcasts. If you have any questions about today's podcast, to the Lone Star Ladies at myyahoo.com.
God bless you.
And yeehaw!